What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up!
Woo!
Yeah!
Woo!
All right, hey, everybody. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Super Geeked Up, your live geeky pop culture show. We talk zany, geeky questions, play some fun geek-themed improv games every week. We're so glad you're joining us, either if you're live or watching in post. I see a bunch of people are already in the live chat, having a great time before we even started. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys rock. I am joined, of course, by my co-host from Sincere Sarcasm. It is Francis Fernandez.
Howdy, y'all. I can't. Yeah, I guess it's South America. Never mind.
Just forget it. Just say hi. Hi. All right. And we have, this is one of our Patreon shows where some of our cool Patreons at a certain level join us. And we have, once again, Craig Allen Poole with us.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Great. Thanks for being here, Craig. Yeah, give it up.
Thank you.
By the way, when we started, I don't know how you did it, but you had like a cool, like kind of red effect on your screen there, Craig. That was pretty awesome.
Well, I am pot ginger.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
that was it, I guess.
Oh.
All right. So thank you, everybody who's watching in the chat. Okay, good. Hey, Chris Hadley says our audio is good this week. Yes, we worked hard to resolve that issue from last week. So thank you for letting us know that, folks. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching. All right, so we got some cool geeky games we're gonna play. We're gonna play ridiculous rhyming, where we're gonna have to speak all in rhyme. Later on, we're gonna do, Francis, you make games that are not supposed to be rhyming to rhyme, so you should love it.
Watch me not be able to rhyme this time.
Right. Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie says, hey, everybody. Appreciate you watching so much. We're also going to play Make an Awesome Movie Even Better, where we take a well-known sci-fi or fantasy or superhero scene, and we actually make it much worse by doing funny accents. So we're going to do a Schwarzenegger movie scene later today. And we're also going to have some fun chatting going on. By the way, folks, we're going to do SGU After Hours as we've been doing lately. So if you're a Patreon supporter at $3 or more, you're going to get to stick around for that after the show. We usually do an extra half an hour or so. And this Friday is going to be our first special fandom episode. We're going to do these once per month. It's another new Patreon perk. So again, anybody at the $8 level a month or higher gets to be part of that. And our first thing we chose was Harry Potter. We have a lot of Harry Potter fans, including I think everybody right here on the show tonight. So we're excited, very excited to talk about Harry Potter. We're basically going to cover pretty much anything you can imagine about Harry Potter. So anything you want to talk about, that's what we're going to do Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for probably about 2 hours. We're going to go. All right, let's get right into it. Tammy says, OMG, I'm sorry I'm late. Well, Tammy, you are right on time because we're about to do our first topic. Mm-hmm. Francis, what's our first super geeky question?
Well, Roy G. Biv was asking me the other day and said, you talk a lot about green people. Green is a very popular color, but what about the blue people? What about those blue folk? So we are asking you all tonight, who are your favorite blue characters? And
Roy G. Biv. Oh, it takes me back to science class.
Good old Roy. Yeah. I love Roy. Roy's great.
Craig, do they do Roy G. Biv in England for the spectrums, like a red, orange, yellow? That's
not that I can think of.
They might do,
I don't know.
Wow, all right.
Roy G. Biv is an American. Or maybe Canadian.
Maybe. Yeah, as far as I know, they still have the Queen on the Canadian dollar bills. So
they do.
Absolutely.
They do. Canadian money in school, man.
Yeah, they have holes.
In their money?
Wow. The toonie.
Oh, the toonie, you mean, the coin. Yeah. Toonie's awesome. Toonie's great. Toonie's much cooler than the loonie. Well, because it's bigger, but it also has different colors.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not dissing the loonie. I just think the toonie looks cooler. All right, anyway, let's talk about our actual question, which is not Canadian money, but are your favorite blue characters? In the chat already, we have Chris Hadley says the Smurfs. I watched that all the time when I was a kid. Charles says the Tick. James says Yando.
Oh.
Is that what's Yando? Is that
from Guardians of the Galaxy? He had.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, American Puff and Joel.
Yeah.
Of course, Lizzie. This is right up her alley. Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of obvious. She says that's her favorite thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Jalou says Mott the Barber, Sailor Mercury.
Sailor Mercury,
because she wears blue. Is that?
She's a blue. Yeah, she's water, so she has the blue uniform. Yep.
Okay, so Craig, what is your choice?
Yes. There's a few good ones from one of my favorite shows, but I think I'm going to go for something different. Character that I enjoy a lot more than them, and that's Mike Wazowski
Who?
from Monsters Inc.
Oh, yeah. Monsters
Mike
Inc.
Wazowski.
That's a good one. I didn't
Thank
think
you.
about him. Nice.
Yes, love that film. Love the character. So yeah,
Mike
I went
Wazowski's
with him.
the one-eyed green guy, right? Are you talking about Sully? Sully's the big blue guy.
Sully, sorry. Yeah,
Ah, Sully, right.
Sully, the blue one. Yes, not the green eye.
Think of the green guy. Yeah, Sully's. Oh man,
Sully,
John Goodman.
yes.
How can you go wrong with John Goodman? You know, like,
Yes,
so good.
absolutely.
All right, awesome.
Sully.
In the chat, we have Tammy saying Nightcrawler. Carrie says Smurfette, and whatever Zoe Saldana's character in Avatar was.
It's a good question. I don't remember the Avatar.
Yeah, the Navi. Right?
Who remembers?
The Navi, yeah, the race. She was.
Victor says the Andorians from Star Trek Enterprise.
Ooh.
James Cox says Dr. Manhattan from, of course, Watchmen. And let's see. Laura says, oh, hey, Laura, Abraham Sapien. Oh, is that Hellboy?
Hellboy, yeah.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
Doug Jones?
Doug Jones did. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
For
that.
the first one with Ron Perlman,
Yeah.
version of
Yeah.
Hellboy.
I like that one.
Oh,
That's the one I like the most.
I guess
That
you've
was a
seen
good one.
I think he was in the second. He was in the second one, too.
Oh, was it?
I think. I don't know.
The elves.
Anyway,
David Hyde Pierce played the voice.
what was that?
David Hyde Pierce played the voice.
Of who?
It's the guy from Frasier. He was.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. He did the voice of Abraham Sapien.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. Oh, Carrie says Nebula. That's a good choice. Also from Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna go. Lots of cool blue characters. I'm gonna go. I talk a lot, but I love Mass Effect, so I'm gonna go Liara to Sony because she was the character I always had my femshep try to get with, and she was pretty cool and smart.
I always made the mistake of going for the assistant in the first. Was it the first one that you get to go for the assistant?
Really?
Who's like?
Oh, well, the third one I did that, and I was so pissed off because I could not get with Liara, and I was so angry.
Yeah.
Because usually you get to have a choice later on, but they locked me in. I was like, no, Liara.
Quick, yeah. And I'm like, you're just the assistant.
But I was
You
too far into the game. I was like, I can't restart it. I can't do it.
I think in my runs I went with Miranda and
Sure, Miranda.
Callie. Yes, and Callie.
Who's Callie?
Callie?
Oh, is that the assistant?
No, the
Callie.
Quarian.
The Quarry.
Oh, the
no,
Quarian. Yeah. Could
Callie,
you get with her?
sorry.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. She actually showed you a picture of what her species looks like before the masks.
Oh, I actually don't
Yeah.
even know what the species looks like.
That's I assumed
One.
I assumed they were like blue with fur. No, they're humanoid.
They look
With, like-
human?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, wow, I picked the right one. Damn.
Oh, man, I got to look that up later.
Alizora. Yeah.
But wait, but isn't the deal with, we got a lot of other great choices here in the chat. They were the ones that because they would get, like, they had to stay in their suits, right? Or they would get all these diseases. And
They had a compromised immune system,
Yeah.
so yeah. If I remember rightly, when with her, once you sleep with her, she gets like the flu or cold for like 2 weeks or something because she
Okay.
kept taking all these stims and stuff, so it wasn't as bad as it was going to be.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. All right, I'm still thinking what they are, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I accidentally. Well, I didn't accidentally, but when I was FemShep, I tried to. Yeah, Liara would be my number one choice, but I also, speaking of blue aliens, Garrus.
He was in number two.
Yeah.
Garrus was the one I went with game number two.
Yeah, and
Because you couldn't
Well,
get
no,
Liara
yeah.
two.
When I went Femme Shepherd, I always went with Garrus. I like the character, and
but it's also funny.
Oh, it's so
Like,
hilarious. It was
oh my
so
God.
hilarious.
That's
So-
funny.
Honestly, that's probably my favorite part about two is him and FemShep trying to talk about like how it's going to work to do them having sex.
yeah.
Like, well, I'll do some research.
Oh, so funny. Oh man.
That was amazing. That was worth it just for that.
Yeah.
See, that's what you missed by going with Miranda.
It was worth it.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll stop talking about having sex in Mass Effect. Let's go to the other choices, and then I'll get to Francis's choice. Let's see here. Chris says Grover and Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. Oh, of course. I love Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster, yeah.
Chris also says Gonzo from the Muppets.
Yeah. Who was that?
Tammy says the genie was blue. Love him from Aladdin. That's all.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Genie.
Carrie says Bob Saget. His comedy songs are pretty blue, as in not safe for work. That's true.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, Francis, what's your choice?
Well, first I have to say I'm blue. Die. Otherwise, my favorite blue character, come on, is Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin.
Oh God!
Come on, you gotta love him as Mr. Freeze. Favorite blue character. It's nice to meet you.
Yes.
Oh, and
so bad.
Everything about him in that movie was fantastic. Arnold Schwarzenegger is just like so good at those really cheesy, kind of really corny roles, and he's so willing to say the bad line, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
So, I gotta forget it. Forget the Mass Effect. Forget forget all the it's all Mr. Freeze. Oh man. Nice. Now I need to look up puns because those puns were amazing. But maybe next time.
No.
Well, folks, a couple weeks ago we did actually our first SG After Hours. It was all about Schwarzenegger movies and our favorite ones. And stuff. Yeah, so you can check that out on our Patreon, patreon.com/super geeked up. All right, so cool. Let's and we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm just reminded. We're gonna do a Schwarzenegger scene later. That's right. So that was good. That's a good reference there to that.
And then I do have to say I like Mark's answer. Martian Manhunter, because he can shapeshift to blue. I'm like, can Martian Manhunter? I guess he could shapeshift to blue.
He can be anything he wants. Yeah. So Mark's tries to work Martian Manhunter into every answer and anything we ever do because it's his favorite character.
So what's the blue equivalent to the Ryan Slave Girls?
In blue characters?
Yeah, blue. Who's the blue Orion slave? I
don't know. You doing that for Anthony because he always uses them as his answer?
Yeah, he loves them.
Or
the blue version of She-Hulk. What's the blue version of She-Hulk?
Oh, that's right. He loves She-Hulk. The blue version of She-Hulk?
We could say Mystique.
Oh, that's true.
Someone said Mystique, actually.
Yeah.
That's Mystique, yeah. Beast. Speaking
Squirrel.
of blue characters, Beast.
Beast, yeah.
Squirt.
Yeah.
Oh, Squirt.
I forgot about this. Dory? Yes,
Dory's blue. Yeah, Dory's blue. Blue's Clues is blue.
Oh my god, I love Blue's Clues. That's great.
There's one I can't think of the name of. I'm looking online. He's got an F on his shirt with a.
Oh, Freakazoid. Yeah.
Yes, Freakazoid.
Freakazoid is blue.
Yeah.
So, by the way, folks, I'm sorry that I know some of the video is jumping around here. That's unfortunately a thing with OBS that happens, but I figure it's better than having all the audio messed up, so at least you can actually hear us this time.
Yeah. Hear our voices.
So I'm trying to fix this as it happens, folks, but I know, so apologies for that. Anyway, Tammy says Orion males are blue. Yeah, all the Orion species are blue. Absolutely.
Well,
Orion. Oh, I was thinking Dorians. Orion? What's Orion?
All right, like the slave girls. So the Orion's green.
Oh, sorry.
Blue.
So the males of that race are blue, she's saying. I did not know that. Okay, thank you. That's good information.
And their children are yellow, but whatever.
All right. Laura says, Captain Planet. It's a good choice.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Good for him.
Mark says the blue race on Farscape. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to remember the girl's name. The
Chiana.
Yeah, but
Chiana? Oh no. Do you mean Zan?
Gigi Edgley. Yeah.
Gigi. They were more grey. I think Zan was blue. Virginia Faye, I think her name is. I've been watching Farscape. So
I need to start.
Have you never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Lizzie says Sonic 3 more times. All right, yes, absolutely. Sonic is a great choice, Lizzie. And then Victor says The Tick, and another choice for The Tick.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent choices, everyone. Oh, James Cox. Okay, James. Again, James is awesome. He was one of our guests earlier this season. I can't believe I didn't think of this because this is one of my all-time favorite literature characters, Thrawn from Star Wars, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Sure, yeah, he's blue.
Totally
Oh,
blue. His whole race is blue. That's a fantastic choice. I wish I
Just
thought of it.
realized.
Great job, James. And Cammy says, "Yay! I love Captain Planet." All right.
That was, yeah. I was about a decade too soon. That show could have been a lot more. Never mind.
Necrony says, "Hi all, I'm watching, but I'm helping a friend run some stuff in Warcraft, so I can't talk much. Well, tell your friend to stop raiding in Warcraft, and we'll come watch us."
No, raids.
I'm just
Raid is good. Get that loot.
We're better.
Get that epic loot. Well, at least he's listening, so that's good.
That's great. No, I mean his friend. I know he's listening. Necroni's is awesome.
Yeah.
He's been like one of our longtime viewers. He's the man.
Yeah, you need to pump this show into your
you
speakers.
go.
You can hear
Or
it while
work it into Warcraft.
get
Somehow
your
we're super geeked up into
25 man
Warcraft.
listening. Yeah, get 25-man raid listening to Super Geeked Up.
Yeah.
Carrie says Mumra from the Thundercats is blue, right? Yeah, he was blue. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Particularly when he turned, into.
But you know what though? I'm not gonna lie. It is hard to think of blue characters.
Oh, you know who's kind of?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of blue. Skeletor, right?
Skeletor's
purplish blue.
Well, his clothing is, but he's.
Well, I mean, he's a skeleton, but I feel like he still has a tinge of color. Maybe just because his costume lends it to him or something. But
maybe that's it.
I mean, I know a skeleton is supposed to be white, but
it's interesting. Cobra Commander is blue because Cobra Commander wears blue.
Right, and we don't know what he looks like.
It's true.
As far as I know, we never find that out, right? I've never known what he actually looks like.
No, I don't.
I've always wondered. When I was a kid, I was like, "What is under that mask?" All right. You don't need to tell me. But it's fine.
That's all right. I don't know.
I thought you were going to make up some weird suggestion.
My only other suggestion would. Well, I can't think of this. I can't think of anything good because I was trying to think. Who's a blues singer? Blues Traveler.
Blues Traveler. Yeah, sure.
Michael Bublé. He sings the blues every once in a while.
And it sounds like blue. Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Bubbles.
Yeah, James says Skeletor's weird muscular body is blue. Thank you, James. I got some support there. All right.
The body. That's right. I thought it was just a clue. You're right.
All right. So let's go on to our first geeky improv game. This is called Ridiculous Rhyming.
Oh boy.
So folks, start throwing out kind of like basically like a world or a property or a fandom. It could be, I don't know, like Spider-Man. It could be Indiana Jones, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, like whatever. It could be anything almost. Give us those suggestions, and then we'll use that to like set our game in that world, basically in that fandom. But the thing is, the three of us can only speak in rhyme as we do this game. All right. So basically, as we say, and I know Craig, this is I think the first time you're doing this.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he's doing great. So all the time, Craig. So sorry, Craig. All the time, you speak in rhyme. That's how it works. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So basically, just try to get your first sentence to match with your second, or something like that.
Yeah.
I just have to. I just want to applaud everyone who's using the the blue. The color blue for their last bit of name. They're like Blue Oyster Cult and the Blue Man Group. I just want to give a shout out to those folk who are continuing with the blue like that. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Lizzie says Panther from Thundercats. There's a Thundercats thing there. Nice.
Yes.
Great. Oh yeah, I seen all the different bands that have blue in them. Yeah.
I was like, hey.
Well, you know what? I think we have two people. A lot of great suggestions, but Tammy says Fantastic Beasts. Chris says Harry Potter. So they're both in the Harry Potter world. And since we're doing a Harry Potter episode on Friday, a special episode, why don't we set it in the world of Harry Potter? All right. So let's get folks. Give us some suggestions of what character should we play in the world of Harry Potter. So we're going to need 3 characters. This is driving me nuts with the way Craig's videos bouncing all around. It's nothing you're doing, Craig. It's just this weird.
It's to the beat,
Just
really.
me, yeah.
Right. Stop dancing around, Craig. You're causing. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right. So give us some character names for Harry Potter that we can play to do ridiculous rhyming. Later on, we're going to talk about some funny action scenes in movies. We're going to do Make an Awesome Movie Even Better with a Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you getting pumped up? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I gotta get my ramen. I got my ramen muscles going.
All right. Oh, Tammy says Ravenclaw is a rule. I totally agree because I am a Ravenclaw. Absolutely. Are you a
Ravenclaw represent.
Craig?
Yeah, Ravenclaw represent.
Yeah.
I'm a closet Hufflepuff in Gryffindor. I'm telling you.
You can be whoever you want, man. So just say you're Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the hat.
Screw the Sorting Hat. It's been very well established that you do not have to listen to the Sorting Hat. That was established in the first book and movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just,
He's like, I have to listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's the Badger, isn't? Who's the Badger?
That's Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
That is Hufflepuff. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Craig, you get first choice. I'll read off a bunch of names people listed here. Hermione, Ron, Ginny, Dumbledore, Dobby, Snipe. That's supposed to be Snape, probably.
Snape, yeah.
Luna Lovegood.
Snape.
All right, who do you like from that? Thank you for all these suggestions, folks. They're great.
Ron?
Okay,
Ron, great. You're Ron. Who do you want to be for the chat, Francis?
I'll be Luna Lovegood because she has an excuse to rhyme. She has reasons to just say random stuff, so I can rhyme like a beast.
I'll be Hermione then, because she's my favorite character.
Oh, okay.
Ron Weasley.
I was thinking, can I do Dobby? No, not really. No, I'll go safe and go Ron.
Necrodia says Lady Face Slap. Okay, so we're not doing that game where you make up superheroes, but thank you, I appreciate it.
Wait, what was the superhero?
Lady Face Slap. That's a new Harry Potter character. Don't you know about that one?
That's Luna Lovegood's. That's her superhero name.
Oh, Laura says, "Yay, I'm a Ravenclaw. Rah rah Ravenclaw. Yeah, hell yeah, Ravenclaw's in the house."
What was Hagrid? You guys remember what Hagrid was?
Well, didn't he fail out?
He got kicked out, but he was he had a house.
I guess you're
before
right.
He got kicked out.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in the channel tell us.
Yeah,
I would assume he'd be Hufflepuff, but I don't know.
You think he might be? Yeah, I would think that too. I'm with you on that one.
Oh, Filch. I don't like you.
All right, so anyway, I'm going to be Hermione. Craig is Ron. Francis is someone I've already forgot. Oh, Luna. Of course, Luna's about great. Oh, he's already in the character. Mark says Snape, Snipe. Close enough, whatever. Okay. All right, so let's say we're, I guess, I don't know, we're at Hogwarts, let's say, right? Or somewhere near there. And let's take it away. We have to speak in rhyme, folks. It's Harry Potter, Hermione, Ron, and Luna.
Snape, Snipe, I have a gripe. We ran out of things to use and wipe.
Oh, Luna, stop being so silly. Ron, why are you running around willy-nilly?
I thought it would be nice, but now I can't find. Where did I put my ice?
The ice. Why willy-nilly? I thought we would find ourselves a filly. All
right, Luna, settle down and have this mimosa. And remember, it's Leviosa.
Oh,
God. I can't believe this thing over here is so big. And I looked over there and saw, why is there a flying wig?
None of this makes sense. I'm so confused. You're using magic that's really crude.
That flying wig is probably in your dad's car. Let's go to Hogsmeade and go to the bar.
I'll have a butterbeer. And don't worry, there's nothing to fear.
Let's get drunk. Let's get wasted. I've been waiting for my face to get pasted.
Wait a minute.
It's not like that. Dirty boy.
Wrong.
I know you're.
Don't get wasted. Here comes Snape. Instead of drinking, let's eat some crepes.
Hide your face. Or maybe we should spray him with mace.
I thought a mace is what you hit. Oh, man, I don't like this. This is the pit.
All right, let's just stop there.
All
right, very good. Nice job, everybody. That was good, man. We all did it. We didn't actually mess up at all. That's pretty impressive.
It went in a weird circle. I liked it a lot.
I know. I don't know what really kind of story we were telling there, but
the wig. I wanted to know what happened to that wig.
To the flying wig.
James, see, I wish he had chimed in a minute earlier. I totally would have found a word to rhyme with merkin.
What is a merkin? He said a flying merkin.
It's like a toupee for your vagina. Really.
Good God.
Yeah, it's to show that it's the like fake pubic hair.
Oh, all right.
So
yeah. Well, like you jerkin rhymes.
Working.
That's my point. How great would if I saw that in the chat room and it said
like Snape is lurking. You could say that too.
Yeah,
I'll distract him with a flying merkin. See, he is, and I'll distract him with a flying merkin unless he's out there, jerking. But that's okay.
Oh God,
right? But it's okay. It's all right. We'll take our brooms and just take flight. Anyway, well, yes, I'll just rhyme the rest of the day today.
This was good. Jalou said someone cast a spell on Hogwarts, forcing everyone inside to rhyme inside the school walls. There you go. That's why we were doing it.
That would have been. Oh,
that's great.
Oh, but now, well.
Well, there you go. Now. Well, no, then we'll just say that's what happened. That's why we were doing that. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, that was ridiculous rhyming, folks. Thank you for the suggestions. Hope you enjoyed that.
Oh man.
All right, so let's go. Let's talk to Craig here before we move on. So Craig, who of course is one of our awesome Patreon supporters. All right, tell them, I guess, what you're up to, where they can check you out online, all that good stuff.
Hi, I'm Craig Poole. You can find me at Craig Allen Poole on Twitter. I have an Instagram, Nodachi0. I'm not on there that much, so stick with Twitter. At the minute, I'm doing some writing, going to be taking some classes to do some screenwriting and maybe put some words to the page, and you kind of see what's going on and think, when you think I can do better, and I just kind of think, well, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and actually try. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. Bit of writing, bit of working, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Hey, as they say, the key to writing is just to write whatever every day. Doesn't matter what it is. Just keep on writing.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to take that advice because, I do like writing myself, and I just never get around to it. I
like creating. The actual writing I find difficult. I mean, I can create stories and and like my own version of Star Wars 7, 8, and 9, Season 8, my way.
You're the ideas guy.
I'm the ideas guy. I have so many ideas, but actually writing down into an actual format that makes sense and articulating my brain is not that easy to do. So,
yeah, well, that's good. No, I mean, obviously, I'm a writer. It's super tough, man. So, like I said, just get doing it, just trying and doing it, and trying to be consistent. I think for me is that's always been the key. So that's great, and like anybody who's just trying their best. That's awesome. Yeah, it's super hard work.
That's why I asked one of your guests before. I asked him what his secret was, and he's like me. He's the ideas guy. He comes up with all these ideas, and yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Folks, you can check out Craig here at Craig Allen Poole on Twitter, and follow him over there. And on over here on the chat, are you? Oh,
sorry. So Craig and I kind of talked before the a pre-show on who would bring up the Wookiee impersonation, and you're right.
Yes.
Let's just said. He says, "Do your Wookiee impersonation, Craig."
I owe you.
Craig has done this in the past in the show, so it always comes up. Craig, it's like at least it's not a picture of you and Harley Quinn like me. I am.
We're trying to change it to that one picture of you as Van Damme.
I haven't. It's on my split, not on his. I gotta go pull that up.
Oh,
I'll add it. Anyway, by the way, let's give. Laura says, "Sorry guys, up early tomorrow. Take care and be safe." Thank you, Laura. I'm watching from Argentina. Thank you for staying up late. You're great. You rock. Alex Martin just joined us as well. Hey, Alex. So Mark's actually, obviously, I know Mark. You've seen on our DC Action Hour shows and on this show a lot. He just finished the first draft of his book. It says 143,433 words. Congratulations, Mark. That is awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That is because I've actually not that I still got a lot of work to do, but I actually did a first draft one time of a novel, and it was a big accomplishment just feeling that you finish it. Even though it's just the first draft, but still, I know I had a lot of work to do, but it was pretty awesome just to say you did it.
Yeah. Feel good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome, Mark, and that's a good word count, man. That's significant. All right. I think I'm trying to remember. I think Marks might have said he used my name in a book. I don't know if it was that one, but it might have been a character who died too. I don't know. Remind me.
Nice.
I'm not sure if it was that or a different one. Tammy says, "Share the Van Damme. It's amazing. That's awesome." Yeah, because the only people I think who got to see it were on the SGU After Hours last week, right?
Yeah, that's their little bonus right there. But I still think it's one that needs to overtake Harley Quinn. I think that's one that
really... I would be loving if that overtakes Harley Quinn. Absolutely.
It's great. Because first off, it really looks like it's a really good implantation of your face on Van Damme and him doing the splits.
Which film is it from?
It's a combination.
You know what, Francis, why don't you tell them where they can find you while I find this picture?
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, please be Street Fighter. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing. Speaking of which, I just want to say, I think that's one of his best. That was my favorite movie of his.
Which one?
Street Fighter.
Oh, that's the freaking worst.
Talked about that. Van Damme was my favorite because he's the Brussels guy who was like the all-American Guile. It was really funny.
Okay, so the poster's up on the screen now, folks.
He had Kylie Minogue as Cammy. Like, come on now.
Was that Kylie Minogue?
Yeah.
Kylie Minogue. Yeah, Nina Wen as well.
Yeah, before.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks, if you didn't see it last week, this is actually Mark's. You're going to see Mark's picture there too, because Mark's at Dragon Con last year we did a game called Action Movie World, which is an awesome RPG where you create an 80s action movie, and we did this performance for Dragon Con panel, like where we actually got suggestions from the audience, and we created the game for characters in the game. And Marks was our director or GM, so he was like telling the story of the game, and it was probably the most fun I've ever had at any con. It was amazing, and the audience was so cool. Anyway, I made my character after Jean-Claude Van Damme, so my character was called Jean-Pierre Robert, and the actor was called that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that's my face on Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits there in that movie poster we made for the game. Listener says, "Oh my God, it's Jeff Burns as Mr. Universe."
Well, was he Mr. Universe?
Well, no, Van Damme wasn't.
I was going to say Schwarzenegger was Mr. Universe, right?
Yeah, so that's Van Damme. Mark says, "Classic movie." Yes, it was.
Well, so the poster was an actual Van Damme movie, or was it a combination of movies?
No. The poster was actually just one of our panelists made the poster for the panel. Basically, we got together in advance and created our characters and came up with a title, which was Uranus Fumes of War. So ridiculous. And so then he just took like different characters. I think like Sigourney Weaver's body is there too for one of the female characters.
Oh, gotcha.
So he just created this like with the title and our characters. And so we put it up outside the room and also inside the room of the panel. So it was there. People could look at it while we were doing creating the movie basically.
Oh, man,
but we didn't know what the movie was going to be until the audience started throwing out suggestions. And we went with
okay. Cool. Nice. All right. Yeah. All right. Nice.
So there you go, folks. Yeah. And, hopefully we're going to do that again. So, by the way, Mark says, haha, yes, there's a character name for you, Jeff. Francis will be in the next one. Hey, there you go.
Nice. I'm down with that. I'm happy to do that.
All right, so Marks, now I don't know if you've ever been on one of these shows, Marks, but the ship name that the audience came up for Francis and me is Freth. So somehow you need to work Jeff and Francis characters together and have Freth in your next book.
God. I mean, sure, why not?
We need to get the Freth going, man. We need to spread it to all different media.
Yeah.
All right. Is Maria just joined us? Yes, Maria's here. Okay, awesome. She said, I can't believe I actually got to make it while you're on. Yay.
Hey.
All right, Maria, awesome. She's one of our awesome Patreons as well. Speaking of that, here's a link for you folks. You go to patreon.com/supergeekedup. And you can, any amount you want. We have whole different levels there, starting as low as $2 per month. You can, if you like what we're doing, it definitely helps us out. Keep doing this geeky stuff. We appreciate it. And like I said, we have a whole lot of new Patreon perks, like our after hours that we do every show. And like I said, we do like 30, 45 minutes, at least that we've done so far afterwards. We do actually a pretty significant amount. And we're going to do our special episodes like we're going to do this Friday, Harry Potter episode, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And a lot of other stuff up there, too. All right. Oh, Mark says, challenge accepted. Yeah, Freth. Tammy says, ooh, spread the Freth.
Yeah, we're like Jiffy, like the peanut butter spread. We just pour us on.
Oh, I have that in my cupboard here.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I think I have Skippy.
Oh, Skippy.
Jiffy? I don't know.
Jiffy's fine. Jiffy and Skippy are they're
peanut butter, right?
Yeah, peanut butter. Yeah. I'm a crunchy.
No, smooth. I thought you were gonna say that. I like the smooth, no crunchy.
I gotta get the nuts in my mouth.
Come on, get out of here.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Anyway.
Julie asks, is there a link to we can read it? If you're asking about Mark's book, that's his first draft. He's still working on it. But hopefully, in the not too distant future, it will be published, and you can read it to your heart's content and enjoy it. It'll be awesome. Lister's mate says it's frefferific good. Yep, Freff happens according to Chris, and Chris likes Skippy as well. All right, okay, there we go. So that's again at Craig Allen Poole. Check Craig out. Hey, let me give a super geeky shout out to our super shout out patrons. Those are people who donate at $10 a month or more. So first off, to Craig right here. He's one of those, Craig Allen Poole. Of course, also Maria in the chat, Maria and Justin Duran from KLI brand. Thank you guys. We also got Victor in the chat is one of our super shout out patrons. And besides that, we have Rachel J, Nicole B, Kyle Schwab, and Keithos. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it very much. And thank you to anybody who's supporting us at any level, of course. You guys rock. All right. So, hey, let's go on to our second super geeky question of the night. What are the funniest action scenes in movies? So, like, a scene in action, like a scene that is an action movie, but it's also has like some really cool humor in it. So, like, here, I'll start us off. Maybe this helps. One thing that came to my mind is Lethal Weapon 2. And there's a scene, Francis, were we just talking about Lethal Weapon? I was talking about this with somebody. Yeah.
Because we were talking about Lethal Weapon.
Oh, and After Hours, right?
After Hours one, yeah. The
80s action, like stars, yeah. So anyway, there's a scene in, I'm almost positive it's Lethal Weapon 2, where Danny Glover's character gets stuck on the toilet because there's a bomb attached to his toilet. You guys remember this? No?
Not really.
Oh my God, this is a great scene.
Time.
Anyway, the bad guys like rig his toilet to explode if he moves.
Oh,
so he was taking a dump and he's stuck in the toilet, and Riggs, Gibson's character, comes in and and he has to like, and he actually tells him like first he's like, "Hey, just between us. Don't tell anyone else, right?" And then the next scene is the entire police force and bomb squad are at the house and all the fire department, and they're all like coming into the bathroom with his pants down, right? So everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
But then there's the scene where like Riggs is like he's gonna try to pull him off. They like try to freeze the bomb so it's delayed.
Mm-hmm.
And then Riggs and him are alone, and he's going to try to yank him into the tub because it's a cast iron tub, and that should protect them ideally from the bomb. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole thing where it's like, all right, we're going to go on 3. Like 1, 2. He's like, wait, are we going to go on 3, or is it going to be 3 and then we go, right? And they have this whole thing. Anyway, but they do it, and he's okay. And then the toilet goes like flying out of the room and like lands on the lawn or lands on somebody's car and destroys it or something. I don't know. I always felt that scene was very funny and it has some cool action.
Yeah, it is.
It was also just like a great, I think, relationship between those. They show their relationship with each other. Like,
yeah.
So that's one of my choices. Julie says any Arnold Schwarzenegger scene. That
sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like actually, there's one in we were talking about True Lies not too long ago, right? Remember that there's a scene with I always like the scene with Tom Arnold where he's chasing a guy and he hides behind the telephone pole or the street lamp. And the guy shoots him, and he's like, and like the bullets all hit the pole and don't hit him at all. And he's like, oh my god, I'm okay.
It's yeah. I mean, but yeah, it's an action comedy, so you're gonna have to have that.
Yeah. But that's what I love. That's the kind of scenes I'm talking about, though. Those kind of fun action comedies.
So I have a lot because I'm a huge. I like for me. A lot of the Marvel movies have humor in their action scenes. The one that stands out the most to me is in the first Avengers when they're about to do their famous pose in a circle. Stark says, "I'm about to bring the party to you," and when the big creature turns around the corner and Scarlett Johansson says, I don't know, or is it something to the effect of like, I don't think that's a party. That line, just her saying it the way it says it, just makes me laugh every single time. I love that. Or if you want to even go more modern, modern, it's already modern, but if you're a fan of the Fast and Furious films, in the latest one, there is Jason Statham who is fighting on a plane while trying to keep a baby safe.
Yes.
And that is some funny. Statham is good with physical humor. Like he's really good at being funny and physical. It's just so good. And that whole scene of him protecting the baby while fighting off these thugs is one of the fun scenes.
Which Statham film is this?
It's like the last Fast and Furious.
Oh,
movie.
Yeah.
Wait, is it Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
It was in Hobbs and Shaw.
It's the actual 8.
Okay, yeah. Let me get some, before I go to Craig here, let me get some choices in chat. First of all, Alex Flutterjohn just joined us. Thanks, Alex, for watching. He says, Last Action Hero was a good Schwarzenegger one, absolutely. James Cox says, Jeff, you and I are in complete agreement, I think, about the lethal weapon stuff. That's great. Thank you. Maria says, I remember that Glover and Gibson, great chemistry. Tammy says, Arnold in Total Recall, but I'm your wife, and then shoots her in the head. Consider that a divorce.
Yes.
Great line. We're not going to do that scene, but we're going to do another scene later today from Total Recall. Maria says, love my Marvel MCU. Yes, Francis. Jalou says from Air Force One, Harrison Ford, get off my plane.
Yes.
What's funny is I don't know if that was necessarily meant to be humorous, but the way he delivers it and the way it happens is actually very funny. So, yeah. James
says Jackie Chan and Rumble in the Bronx. I actually think almost most Jackie Chan movies are crazy funny.
Rush Hour films.
I think The Foreigner is the first movie I've seen that had Jackie Chan in a serious role. I don't think I've ever seen a movie outside of that film where he was serious.
Either, I think, Police Force. There's some other movie he's done that is more serious, too.
Police Story.
No, the Police Stories are not as much. Maybe the last Police Story was, because they've done more modern ones, but the earlier ones were not. But.
Yeah, because I was going to say, there's like the whole ladder fight scene that's like visually funny. You know, even though it's a fight scene, him using the ladder as a means of a weapon is funny because he slaps his fingers in between them for a second. And it's just like, Jackie Chan, king of the physical humor.
Yes.
James says when he gets dragged by a hovercraft, incredible. Oh, I forgot that happened in Rumble in the Bronx.
That's right. And it rolls over the main bad guy, and you just
damn.
Yeah.
Alex says Gorgeous. The movie is serious. I love that movie. I forget.
Gorgeous, yeah, that's true. Well, no, there's the fight scene at the end when he's fighting the guy, and he's like, he starts off with the big gloves, and then he's like, takes off the big gloves, puts on smaller gloves, and then Jackie Chan's beating him again. He has to take off those gloves and put on even smaller gloves, and I mean, there's a little humor in it.
I think overall he's saying though it's a more serious movie. Jalou says, the Police Academy series had tons of funny action scenes. Yes, I actually loved the Police Academy back in the day.
So good, I've got that.
Good song too. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll stop. All right, Craig, what are some of your choices?
I was thinking about this. I thought Marvel's kind of the default one you go to, and I was just thinking one line that always made me laugh from Marvel was in the, I think it's is it Infinity War, when Groot says, "I am Groot," and Captain America says, "I am Steve Rogers."
Yes, that's Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. But my choice would be Ghostbusters. There's several lines in that. I love the "let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown," and nice shooting, Tex. And,
wow, yeah.
80s comedy.
Yeah. Well, even the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is a funny thing. They come up with it, right? Like,
nice shooting, Ray. Nice thinking, Ray. Yeah, some great lines in that film. Yeah,
Ghostbusters. In the chat, Jalou says the fight scene between Lone Star and Darth Helmet when they kill the sound boom operator. And Spaceballs. Right? Yeah.
Spaceballs, classic. I really wish they did a second one of that. But,
the search for more money. I mean,
Yes, they needed to.
They talked about it for years in the last decade. Talking about it and just never happened.
Rick Moranis retired, so
he's coming back.
Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna movies again. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Maria says, "Bwahaha! I love that. So many one-liners in both the MCU and Ghostbusters."
Oh yeah.
Alex Fletcherjohn said the Back to the Future chase in the city center. I'd asked him which one. He says pretty much all of them end with Biff and the Manure. So yes, absolutely. Which I love that, man. I love seeing him get the manure dumped on him.
Oh, yeah.
But the number 2 one's too cool with the hoverboard, of course.
Oh, yes. Sure. You can't have it with the water. You need power.
That's a great impersonation.
I hate that guy. So much.
Are they the same actors? I know the Biff is, but are they the same ones from the 50s?
I'm pretty sure they are.
He always hangs around with these really annoying guys.
Well, yeah, he has to have his crew, right? His crew. Oh man.
Let's see here. Alex says, "Jeff, I hope you started watching Clone Wars finally." Which ones? I mean, because it just got restarted, right?
It's the final seasons of the Clone Wars that started like 10 years ago.
They continued it, right?
Yeah, they had their series finale like this week or something like that. So it's officially the Clone Wars has finally found an ending. But I haven't watched any Clone Wars, so I don't know. I'm trying
to think. No, it's not. Yeah, actually, our guest from a couple of weeks ago, I think Tom was trying to convince me about how he loves Clone Wars. See, I tried watching it like early on. I just really couldn't get into it. And I know people rave about it. I'm willing to give it another shot. I don't know. I just wasn't digging it when I first started watching.
Well, there you go. Speaking of Star Wars, when Obi-Wan fights Grievous for the first time, he says, "Hello there, General Kenobi."
In the Clone Wars or in the movie?
In the movie. Clone Wars movie, he does that.
Oh, wait, the Clone Wars animated movie?
No, the live action movie.
The live action movie. He says hello there?
Yeah, he jumps down. He jumps down from a height and he goes, "Hello there," and he has like this grin on his face. And Grievous turns around and goes, "General Kenobi," and he just gets it's so good.
I actually love Revenge of the Sith, but that's my least favorite part. I do not like that fight at all.
When he shoots him in the heart.
Oh yeah, primitive.
Primitive.
Alice, by the way, says no. Order 66 next week. There are like 2 more episodes.
Oh, there are 2 more episodes.
Civilized.
That's so uncivil. I think that's
so uncivilized. Throwing the gun. I think the last one I watched was the Ahsoka episode. That spoilers for anyone that
Wait,
hasn't seen
no
it.
spoilers.
No.
No spoilers.
The
No spoilers.
Ahsoka episode. You'll know which one it is. I think that was the last episode of the season, so I'm gonna have to catch up. I haven't seen all of Rebels yet either, so I need to catch up.
By the way, Maria says she loves your Grievous, Francis.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you.
Alex, some other choices for funny action scenes. Alex Fletcher-John says Blues Brothers, where Carrie Fisher blows up the building.
Sure.
And
yes.
Jalou says Samuel L. Jackson getting his butt kicked by Eddie Murphy and Coming to America. I love that movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's an early Samuel L. Jackson. Well, at least one of the first things I saw him in before he was really big.
It's true. Yeah. I mean,
he tries to rob the place and Eddie Murphy takes the broom off and kicks his butt.
They're supposed to do a sequel at some point.
Really?
Yeah. They're supposed to do a sequel.
That's a long time since that one, but yeah, they're bringing them all back. So
Eddie Murphy's back in movies again. So
is he?
Yeah, well,
Ever since
he did that Dolomite movie, he's back in film. So he's willing to do it again.
There's ones. What about Beverly Hills Cops?
Yeah, I was watching that last night. But you read my mind. I was watching that last night. That is one of my all-time movies where I will watch it anytime it comes on. Yeah. That's an amazing movie, I think, man. I don't know, that just movie works on everything. It just hit all cylinders, I feel.
I can't imagine what it would if Sylvester Stallone had got his way. Obviously, he made his version of what he was going to do, but
he wanted to do Beverly Hills Cop.
He was first offered to do Beverly Hills Cop, but he wanted to make so many changes to the character and make him more serious. He ended up doing some other film, which would have been something similar to what he was doing in Beverly Hills Cop, but then they got Eddie Murphy and it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's one movie I cannot imagine anyone except Eddie Murphy in that role.
They made the character like that, so Sylvester Stallone's character would have been so much different, a lot more serious, and it wouldn't have been. I don't think it would have been as good. But yeah.
This just says "banana in your tailpipe," which is in that movie.
Yeah.
Jalou says Beverly Hills Cop 3 killed that franchise. You know what? I don't even remember that one. I always think, is there a third one? And
yeah,
that's the one they never air. The first one all the time, the second one sometimes, but they never put that on again. Yeah, I guess that was not too good. James says classic Spielberg often laces the action scenes with gags. Raiders of the Lost Ark, for example, and The Last Crusade has some of my favorite moments between him and Sean Connery. I think is actually the funniest one.
I think Last Crusade is my favorite of the.
My favorite. I'm with you.
You named your show after the dog.
So good.
I'm
sorry, son. They got us. Is what James just put in the chat after he shoots off the part of the plane.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so there you go, folks. And Chris says I never heard the story about Beverly Cop and Stallone. I didn't either. Yeah, so thanks, Greg. Thanks for sharing that.
I think I heard that facts you didn't know about Beverly Hills Cop or something like that. But yeah, I think it was Sylvester Stallone was associated to the film first.
Before we move on, is Die Hard considered an action comedy? I don't know.
I think it's straight up action.
Just straight up action.
Yeah, there's comedy in it, I think.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, Willis makes it, with some of the lines, definitely, I think. But I don't know. I consider it just a straight action.
Oh, now I have a machine gun.
Yeah.
Depends how you look at it, I guess. Now.
Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah.
Look at you with your American accent.
Huh?
Hey, he said he couldn't do it either. Yeah.
He did his American accent very well.
It's mimicking. That's why.
Well, that's what I mean. That's it.
I've been on the bus here and been accused of being Australian, American, Canadian. Okay. No.
Oh, I'd love to hear you Australian.
No.
Craig doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to do Wookiee. He doesn't want to do Australian.
No, that's going in the same box as Wookiee. No. You can have too much of a good thing.
Jalou says Die Hard is a Christmas film, and I 100% agree. It's my favorite Christmas movie.
What about Home Alone? Would you class that as action comedy as well?
Just comedy. I would say
comedy.
Action is more, because there's not.
Comedy.
No, there's action in it though.
You would say action comedy in the
You
sense
know.
of traps and stuff. But
since it's
Eight
a
buckets
kid
to the face.
protagonist, I think it's more just comedy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
You're
so
around-
you could have that, but normally, more often, right? That's comedy when you have a young kid.
yeah.
Not always, but yeah.
I mean, what was it called? Oh, Three Ninjas exist. So
That's an action comedy, I guess, right?
yeah, and they're kids.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Ninja Turtles? Those films. They're action.
Yeah, that's action comedy, sure. All right. Chris says, I've seen Die Hard and Total Recall once each. Well, guess what? You're going to get one of the scenes from Total Recall and just right about now, Chris, and I'm sure it's going to make you want to watch it right away.
Oh, yeah.
I'll preface by saying this is I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. So I always take movies that I love and then we ruin them. Make them much better. Alex says, what's the Stallone Snipes movie? Wesley Snipes was in a movie with Stallone?
Yeah, it's
I
Do
love
you mean
Snipes.
Expendables?
Demolition Man.
Oh my
Oh,
God. What's wrong with
yes.
me? I love that movie so much. I talk about it all the time. I don't know why I blanked. I just totally
So
blanked.
good.
Of
Demolition
course,
Man.
Snipes is the villain, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy,
Sandra
that was
Bullock.
bad. All right, thanks. All right, yeah. What's our next game here, Francis?
Well, speaking as we were talking Schwarzenegger and Total Recall, we were going to perform a well-known scene from a geeky movie, and we're going to do it with funny accents, maybe Australian. You never know. But those accents are going to come from you guys, the audience. So tell us how you would like to hear us do a scene where it does include Schwarzenegger. It does include oh my God, her name is escaping me.
So Sharon Stone.
Sharon
is in the
Stone.
scene.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell you guys the scene.
Yeah, tell the scene.
I picked this because there's 3 characters in it, because we needed 3 people. But also, it's honestly one of my favorite scenes, maybe my favorite in the whole movie. Because I actually think, in all reality, I think this is an amazing piece of writing, and how you do an amazing scene in a sci-fi movie. Which now we're going to ruin it. But if you actually go watch the original, you will see an amazing piece of sci-fi scene. I think. This is where Quaid, played by Schwarzenegger, by throwing some accents in, folks. It can be things like French, Australian. It can be like pirate, robot, anything really, anything you want to throw in
I
there.
am the law. Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry, I just thought I am the law. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
A country hillbilly.
Stallone is not
I think
Hey, that could be up his Craig's alley, which he was talking about beforehand.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Nicole said, did everyone say Rush Hour? Oh, I meant to say Rush Hour for the
Sure.
comedy action scenes. Yes, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, we said anything Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
so we kind of encompassed
But
a
still,
lot
that's
of.
a good.
yeah.
That was
I
my
said Rush Hour.
first big American one.
I said Rush
All right,
Hour.
well, there you go.
Oh,
We
you
got it. Anyway, this is when Quaid is on Mars. He's in his hotel room, and this guy named Dr. Edgemar, who's supposedly the head of the recall thing, comes in and tries to convince him that he's actually he's this kind of all dream. He's all creating this in his mind, and none of this is real. And he's trying to convince him. But he's really working for the bad guys, right? And trying to capture him. But he's trying to convince Quaid that it's all in his mind. Well, all right.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, he's trying to convince him it's all in his mind.
Yeah.
And his supposed wife, Lori, played by Sharon Stone, is there, who we find out earlier in the movie, pretty early in the movie, that was actually like an agent, just pretending to be his wife. All right, but now she's acting like she is his wife. Again, they're trying to convince him that none of this actually happened, none of this crazy stuff that he's been pursued by people and is on the run and going to Mars. So we need throw out some accents for. So Craig, who do you want to play? Do you want to play Quaid, Lori, or Edgemar?
I'm looking who has the most dialogue. Quaid.
No.
Yeah, Quaid. All right, he's gonna be Quaid. Great.
Quaid. What? Edgemar.
Francis, who do you want to be?
I'll be Edgemar.
Okay. Really. All right. Good. I get to be Lori. I get to be Sharon Stone. Yeah. This is actually probably my favorite role, Sharon Stone. She's cool in this, man.
I can't think of Sharon Stone movies, in all honesty, off the top of my head.
Basic Instinct is the really famous one.
Well, that's the one, and that.
Yeah.
One of the like casino type movies, maybe. I don't know if it's that one, but something like that. I think. I might be making that up. I don't know.
She does a movie with Burt Reynolds. I can't remember the name of it. Where she's it's not striptease.
No, that's Demi Moore.
Oh, that's Demi Moore. You're right.
All right. So we got. I'm looking at some of these. We got Country Hillbilly. We got Valley Girl. Can Stallone be an accent? Sure. Let's see. Keith Urban. Cindy Brady with a lisp. Oh, boy. Peter Brady with voice changing. Oh, his voice cracked in that one episode.
Oh, God. Good. I don't know. No.
Well, Craig, who do you want? I don't know. Do you want to do the Hillbilly one? Because you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, but it's the.
That's like,
this one.
All right, you want to give that one a shot?
I'll do that one.
So you'll be Dennis Quaid, or Doug Quaid, excuse me. I don't know what the hell Dennis Quaid is. Again, that's his brother.
It is an actor.
That's right. That's
good actor. I don't know if I can do his accent.
You'll be Quaid with a hillbilly accent.
Southern.
Let's see here. What do you want to do? Do you want to do Edgemar as a Valley Girl, Francis?
Oh my God! Like I could. I
think that could be funny.
Like I don't care. I'm whatever. Sure. Like I can do that.
Okay, great. Let's see. Now I have to do. I guess I'll do Lori with a Stallone accent. I guess because it's ridiculous.
I like that you get Stallone. Works.
I can't really do a great one, but I'll give it.
Crocodile Dundee from Tammy.
Well, Craig's been dying to do his Australian accent.
Oh, I know.
No, what said Hillbilly's too late.
Oh, that life.
By the way, Alex Martin just said something that Craig and I both agreed on before the show. Well, he's part of it. He says the Total Recall remake is bad, but Kate Beckinsale is dope in that movie.
Yes,
she is amazing. She makes that movie worth watching.
Jessica Biel too, but Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, but Kate Beckinsale she's my favorite.
Can you do Paul Stanley from Kiss, Craig? Can you do
that? Just let him do the hillbilly. Stop making it so hard for him.
Okay. Yoda.
All right, we got hillbilly Quaid here, hillbilly Schwarzenegger, basically. We got a Valley Girl, Dr. Edgemar, and then we got a Stallone, Lori, who's Sharon Stone in the movie.
Can't wait for this.
All right, so this is what we're kind of going to pick up here as Lori's coming in with Edgemar having the first line. Everybody got the scene up? Everybody good to go?
Yes.
All right, let's take it away.
Come in, Mrs. Quaid.
I suppose you're not here either.
Oh, I'm here at Recall. I love you.
Right. That's why you tried to kill me.
Oh no! I would never do anything to hurt you. I want you to come back to me.
Bullshit.
What's bullshit, Mr. Quaid? You're having a paranoid episode triggered by acute neurochemical trauma. Or that you're really an invincible secret agent from Mars who's the victim of an interplanetary conspiracy to make him think he's a lowly construction worker. Stop punishing yourself, Doug. You're a fine, upstanding man. You have a beautiful wife who loves you.
Yo, I do.
Your whole life is ahead of you, but you've got to want to return to reality.
Suppose I do. What? Then what?
Swallow this.
What is it?
It's a symbol of the desire to return to reality. Inside your dreams, you'll fall asleep.
All right. Let's say you're telling the truth, and this is all a dream. Then I can pull this trigger, and it won't matter.
Hey, dog, don't!
Oh my God. It won't make the slightest difference to me, Doug. But the consequence to you would be devastating. In your mind, I'm dead. And with no one to guide you out, and you'll be stuck in permanent psychosis.
Hey, yo, dog, let Dr. Edgemar help you.
The walls of reality will come crashing down. 1 minute you'll be the savior of the rebel cause. The next thing you know, you'll be Copenhagen's bosom buddy. You'll even have ridiculous fantasies about alien civilizations as you requested. But in the end, back on Earth, you'll be lobotomized. So get a grip on yourself, Doug, and put the gun down.
And see.
See,
All right, there you go, folks.
yeah.
In the chat, Chris says, "Yo, Adrian."
Oh, that's good. I like it.
I am the law.
I liked it. It was very good, Jeff. I was impressed.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Listener says, "What in the world did Jeff just say?" Don't worry about it.
Fine.
All right.
It just, yeah. Oh, and they're talking about Quado in the chest. Yes, Quado was the thing coming out of the other guy's chest, but it was actually the leader of the mutant resistance.
Oh.
Quado.
Yes.
You're still doing it. All right, great.
Screw you, Benny.
Oh, yeah, Benny.
Sorry, I just thought that. Yeah, I just thought that. Screw you.
Jalou says, "Hey," or no, somebody said, listener says, "Hey to Craig's kitty," who was on the camera before. Yep.
Yes, sorry about that. He decided he wants attention for some reason.
And then Tammy says, "Kate is pretty awesome in most things." Kate Backen said, totally agree.
Yes. Underworld.
Yeah. Chris says, "I remember the scene where they hook him up to the machine and his face changes." It's like frying his brain, kind of. Yeah, that's a classic shot.
I think Total Recall's one of those films where you're not really sure whether it's real or whether it's in their mind. I think a bit like Sucker Punch as well. Those kind of films, which I think are really good, really interesting.
Outside of Sucker Punch, yes, I totally agree. Those films are great.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
the concept.
Very few people like Sucker Punch. I am a fan.
But you are one of them.